Both teams are hyped, and welcome back. I'm Benny Silk, joined by
Brandon Nappi.
And we are here today calling the Somers boys varsity lacrosse game as they take on the Ridgefield Tigers. And Somers comes into this one at a 1-0 record after a win the other day versus Scarsdale, 17-4. And then we have Ridgefield. This is their first game of the season, and let's get started off. Before they get started, let's go over our predictions for this game. So, Brandon, who do you have taking this one?
I was having been a very close matchup in the end. I have it being very close final score. Somers winning 12-10.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting one. I think we're going to see more scoring than that. I think Somers winds up taking this one. But this Witchfield team is a good team, and one of the top teams in the state of Connecticut as well. And I think it's going to come down right to the end. Somers takes it 18-17. And yeah, so looking at these teams' records last year, the Somers made it all the way to the semifinals last year. They were 14-4 in the season, where they lost to Horace Greeley there. And then Ridgefield last season was 18-6 on the year. But we're about to get started, and yeah, so welcome back, and yeah, so we'll be back in a second.
I'm here.
Teams are hyped up as they're out in the middle and about to get started. Let's take a look at some key players to look out for. Brandon, who are some key players on Somers to look out for today?
Yeah, today we're looking out for Miguel Iglesias, number 7 on Somers. Matt Mayfield as well, along as Tristan Iglesias, Mason Kelly, Logan Ruby, Dylan Jimenez, and Dean Palazzolo.
We're in the middle for the face-off. Out in the face-off. The middle in the face-off. That is going to be... Witchfield is going to get it. That was the 6 out there as well of Matt Mayfield. So, Witchfield with it. 14 already with it currently. 14 has it. Guarded by 9 of Logan Ruby. Finds 16.
16 over to 6. And 16 looking to find 30.
30 finds back to 6. That's 6 of Garmin.
Back to 16 at the top. Guarded closely by Holden Baraskeli. Over to 6. 6 trying to work in. Back up to the top at 16. 16 over to 3 on the right side.
3 with it. Guarded by Kennedy of the Tuskers. Movement there. Kennedy blocking from the front. Lee finds 14, who goes back to 3 now. Kennedy, hard defense there, goes up. close one, but it does not go in. It landed closest to Ridgefield there, so Ridgefield is going to obtain possession here. But the clock is going to run out. 60 seconds have went out for Ridgefield. That means the Tuskers are going to take it over, and throwing in is going to be the one of Dean Palazzolo, star running back for the Somers Tuskers in varsity football, star wide receiver.
Oh. Palazzolo loses it, and it was closest to Ridgefield at midfield. So 82 is going to bring it back in.
14.
16 on the left side. He's working on Dean Palazzolo, and he finds his way back to 14. 14 with a shot over the net. It's going to go out of bounds, and I believe Ridgefield is going to be closest.
Just too high for number 14 in that shot, but Ridgefield being closest, able to continue as there he goes. Movement, number 7, going, finds 4, goes underneath, and Ridgefield is going to take a early 1-0 lead. A great start to Ridgefield as they get it in. Number 4, but we're going to take a look at the replay of that, so number 4 had it.
Number 4 is going to be Brandon Penn. Brandon Penn is committed to Hubbard, a D1 lacrosse school.
So, committed to Hobart. They are also one of our former club members. Shout out to him, that goes to that school as well. So back in the middle now, and it's going to be number 4, Penn, who's able to win the faceoff. Penn back to 6. Movement there. Number 6. So 6 has it. Guarded, followed by Somers there. Finds 16. A little bit of the circle formation here in lacrosse. A lot of teams have done this. We have not seen that so much by Somers, however. Circle formation to try to catch Somers off guard, but it winds up going out of bounds. Somers is going to start off with it.
Interesting fact, there are 3 Penn relatives on this team here. We have Brandon Penn, his brother Dylan Penn. Dylan Penn is the goalie. He's also committed to Harvard. And then they also have Preston Penn in 10th grade.
Going back. Number 30 to find 16. So 16.
16 going around back of the net.
What is he going to do? No one really open for him to go to, so 16 is going to take it. Goes back out to 82. Tricking up Somers here. Another one too high. Does not go in.
82 with the shot there. 82 is going to be Jake Carney, who is committed to Sacred Heart.
Yeah, that is something that what they just did there, as that goes up, and another close one does not go in. That's something they did there, something that Somers has not seen a lot yet this year. All the players in front, they did not know what to expect there, but 16 took it, ran it, found 82, was able to get it in position to get it in there. But all the players on one side of the net and the player with the ball alone on the other side of the net. But fortunately, it does not work out for Witchfield. So now with it, 16 back to 14.
14 over to 3 on the right side. He's working on number 19.
30 now with it. 30 has it. Goes up. It goes in. Ridgefield already is going to take a 2-0 lead.
That was Levi Kessler, number 30.
Let's take a look at the replay. So Kessler has it. And it goes in. What a score for Kessler, as now the teams head back to the middle for the tip-off.
Number 30, Levi Kessler.
Levi Kessler gets it in, and we're back in the middle. We got Matt Mayfield in there. And Ridgefield, again, number 4, been phenomenal with these tip-offs today. So 4 with it. Has it, guarded by Ruby. Goes back. Finds 82. Now 82 with it. Going up high, finds 16. 16 finds 14. So 14 now with it. Back to 15. Movement around. There goes 15 going in. Guarded by Penzo.
He finds number 3.
So 3 now with it. Goes up. Hard defense by... Almost goes in. That was hard defense, however. It was probably came down to Kennedy, who was able to stop it from going in. Witchfield, however, finds up closer, so they are going to continue with the ball. So now we got 30. Back to number 15. 15 with it. Bowling. Goes back. Finds 82. Now 82 with it. No one on the back end of the net again. Interesting, but 82 goes up, tries to get it. A 3-0 lead as Ridgefield, number 82, gets it in. And as they take a 3-0 lead and head back in the middle, number 82.
That's going to be Jake Carney.
Witchfield goal by number 82, Jack Carney.
So Jake Carney gets it in as we have Mayfield and number 4 of Penn back in the middle. Penn going to Hobart next year. So going back now, number 4 goes up, finds number 32 high there as it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot. High shot there for Levi Kessler, a senior for Ridgefield.
And this has been a rough start for Somers, already almost halfway through the first quarter. Still 0 points on the board, but even worse, they have allowed Witchfield to score 3. So Somers, and a big reason why Witchfield has been able to score is these tip-offs. Somers needs to work on getting these tip-offs, and I think that would help them tremendously. But fortunately, as they go up, another one.
Another goal. Wow.
4-0.
It looks like he's going to be number 6.
And
Ridgefield goal by number 6,
again,
Brandon
and
Menlin.
That's number 6, Brandon Mellon.
Mellon gets it in there, and now it's a 4-0 lead. A rough start for Somers, but never count Somers out. They are still very much in this as they are back in the middle for their face-off. Mayfield finally gets the tip. That is exactly what they needed. Getting the tip off allows the Tuskers to get down to their side of the field with the goal. And now there goes Bush. Somers doing the circle formation. We do not see that much from Somers as it's Tristan Iglesias now with it. First time these guys are getting the ball tonight.
Over to Mason Kelly. And over to Dylan Jimenez. Back to number 20.
20, that is Matt Pataglia.
Finds his way to Miguel Iglesias.
Iglesias back. Goes, and it's gonna
Bounce out of bounds.
Somers, however, I think was able to get closer. Number 21.
Tristan Iglesias.
But unfortunately, the ref, looks like the ref did that. They saw Witchfield was closer, so Witchfield will take over. As now there goes 14. Witchfield, a great school top school at Lacrosse. And a fun fact is, head coach, Coach Hirsch, is very good friends with the Ridgefield's head coach of Goldman. So now with it, 7. And as we discuss, as we take a moment, let's go over, Brandon, what are some players on Somers that are key in this matchup? I asked this to Coach Hirsch.
He said every single Tusker needs to be successful to win.
Yeah, that's definitely important, as everyone on the team needs to be successful. It comes down really to everyone. It's not like football. There's some certain great players, but
A save there by Dylan Penn, and that was the shot from Mason Kelly.
But it's going to be taken. Will Marcus gets in, lose it. Now Tremendez going for it. Now scrambling it up. Multiple players got it. Who's going to get it before it goes out of bounds? Did it go out of bounds? It looks like Marcus was able to stay in bounds. Going up too high as it is gonna roll outside. Who got there? So it was the two of Valesky, and that was able to beat out Ridgefield to the side. As now subbing in, we have Mason Kelly and number 6 for Ridgefield. All right, so the teams are gonna take a timeout, and let's talk a little bit about what the Tuskers focused on in practice to prepare for their matchups. And the Tuskers in practice, they just worked on what they felt like needed work in the Scarsdale game. They also focused on their foundations, getting that up, and just playing Tuskers lacrosse and having fun doing it. As we continue with the week, we're gonna take a look at some of the Division I commits for college. So first off, we got Logan Ruby, not a Division I school, going to Springfield College. We got Tristan Watchell going to Emerson College. But also 2 colleges I went to look at. Nice colleges there. And then we also got Mason Kelly, who's going to Brown University for lacrosse, and Miguel Iglesias going to Notre Dame, also one of the best colleges for lacrosse.
They have a great football program as well.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be part of that. So as we come back, getting ready from the last time out, it's been a rough start for Somers. Witchfield has taken an early 4-0 lead, but Somers is not out of this yet. Witchfield was going to be a tough team to beat from the beginning. They have made it far each year, and Connecticut sports are pretty good as well. So teams head back out there. And Brandon, what is one player that you've seen from Ridgefield today that has shown up and big key reason why you think they're winning?
I mean, honestly, I've seen Jake Carney in there quite a lot. He has he's had a few goals, I believe, and then I also have been seeing Brandon Penn, who has won, I believe, all but one of the face-offs.
So now, Somers is going to lose that, and number 5 able to pick it up for Ridgefield.
We have 5 over to 14. 14 up the middle of the field now. He gets across into the Ridgefield offensive zone. It looks like it's going to find its way to number 3. Number 3 of Christopher Colesley for Ridgefield with the goal there.
Another one for Ridgefield. We're going to take a look at that replay. So Colesley has it, just gets it right in there. Right, and fortunately Marzella was there as the goalie, wasn't able to stop Colesley from getting it in, as now Ridgefield takes a 5-0 lead. So now we head back into the middle. Back to the tip-off. Mayfield and Ridgefield is going to get it again. Ridgefield has been phenomenal at the tip-offs today. Number 30 has it. Back out to 15. Passing around. 15. Back out. 3 finds 16. So 16 now with it. Finds 2. So they got 2 has it. So there goes 2, guarded by Valesky of the Tuskers, a junior in Somers High School. Goes back, guarded now. 16 has it, in goal position, tries to get it. Marzella with the block there, and Marzella is going to throw it out. It's Somers' ball. Shot clock restarts at 60.
Number 1, Dean Palazzolo running it up the sideline there.
You can tell how good of a football player he is just from there as well, using some of his football abilities on that one there, getting around there. So with it now, we got Brush back out, finds Valesky to Palazzolo.
Over to Miguel Iglesias.
And now
he finds his brother Tristan. who finds Brian Brush.
So now back to Mendez, who finds Battaglia. Now with it is Kelly, the running back for the Tuskers this past season. There
Looking
goes
for their
Kelly.
first goal score here tonight. Tuskers, Mason Kelly in. He's a shot. Looks to be off the post or blocked.
Someone was able to retain possession of the ball as the shot clock does go down to 14. So now with it, there goes Palazzolo, goes up. It does not go in. Ridgefield with a great block there. Shot clock goes down, and that Ridgefield is going to take over. And you may notice, shot clock, if you only have followed girls lacrosse so far, yeah, shot clock is 90 seconds in girls lacrosse. It's a little less in boys lacrosse with 60 seconds.
Tristan behind the net there with the ball. He's working around. He's going to have a shot. Shot off the post, it looks like, and it's going to trickle out of bounds as Mason Kelly was the closest. He's going to bring it back in.
Kelly wings it back. Number 11. There he goes. Guarded by 5. Goes up. And it's going to just not. It's going to miss the goal there. Just didn't have the angle and winds up going out of bounds. And I believe Witchfield was the closest. May have been Somers. We'll see who throws it in.
Refs are going to come together and talk about it for a second there. So it looks like the refs have come to their decision now.
All right, so while we wait, let's go over the past champions for the classes in lacrosse last year. So we're starting back up, but last year's champion was Y in the class that Soma was in. Y, great at sports just all around, as we beat them in football in the Section 1 championship, but yeah, it's gonna be Ridgefield's ball now, and then other winner for Class A was Mamaroneck, and in the league that Soma was in, John Jay won that last year. So with it now, 16 of Ridgefield. Has it, going, still has it, still in bounds, goes up to number 3, who does not get it, however. But with
Somers will be closest there, so number 22, Tristan Watchell, will bring it back in.
Watch out. Coming back out now.
Up to Mason Kelly. Kelly working around defenders.
Cradling his net. Heading back. Finds Brush. Now circle formation to Iglesias. Picks it up. Now it is Miguel Iglesias. Tuskers starting quarterback from this past season. His brother Tristan, the top candidate to take over next year also on this lacrosse team.
Now we have Russell Drolamo with it behind the net. Really trying to get around his defender. He's going to pass it to Iglesias. Iglesias with a shot. Shot goes in.
There's a reason why this kid is going to Notre Dame for this sport, as he gets it in.
What a shot by Miguel with 9.1 seconds remaining in the first period.
Just taking a look at that again. That was a great shot, and 9.1 seconds left. We'll continue to talk about the sport, and we'll continue to talk about some facts about this game during the quarter break as well. So back in the middle for the tip-off, Mayfield and Penn. Mayfield
with the win.
it. Mayfield going, finds Miguel.
Goalie with the stop. Long pass up. And it's going to jump over Marzella's stick as the first period comes to an end.
That is the end of the first quarter. Ridgefield up 5-1, and we will be staying with you as let's continue going over a few more facts.
Yeah, so
We will actually be right back after a quick ad. Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzola.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify. Welcome back, as it is a 5-1 lead currently for Ridgefield as they head back out for the tip-off with Mayfield and Penn. And last time both these teams took on each other last year, it was actually 2023. These teams have not played in 2 years. April 26th, it was Ridgefield who took it 9-4. But we're back in the middle now. Will Somers be able to come back? The Somers girls team was down 5-1 versus Fox Lane this past Wednesday as Mayfield gets it back. But Somers was able to eventually tie that game up. They did lose, but
oh boy.
and Matt Mayfield gets it in for the Tuskers. And a score for Matt Mayfield.
Right away there, Mayfield did not waste any time. That goal only took 4 seconds. He ran right up the middle with the shot.
Yeah, what a play for Matt Mayfield. The tip in the middle for the tip-off, and now makes it a 5-2 game. But what I was saying is, yeah, Somers was down 5-1, and they eventually tied it at 9 against Fox Lane. So 4 with it of Penn.
Yeah, Penn around the back of the goal. He's going to pass it over. Pass it over to number 30. 30 working around his defender over to number 3 of Christopher Colesley. Back up towards the top, and he is going to find number 15. Number 15 guarded by Holden Valesky. He's going to find 16 guarded by Dean Palazzolo. He's going to pass it behind to 30 over to 3.
3, that is Colesley.
Over to 15, 14, and then 16 now. Guarded by Dean Palazzolo, looking for a shot. No, it's going to be a pass over to 30. Back to 3 on the right side.
Shot clock now down to 14 seconds.
14, trying to work past Logan Ruby. He's going to pass it over to 15. Over to 3. And 3 is going to have to take a shot.
And it's going to be off to the side. That means Somers is going to take over with Wachell. So Wachell finds Marzella. Back out. So Marzella is going to lose it. Picks it up. That's Dean Palazzolo, also a captain and as a junior for this team. So Bolesky finds, now with it, Tristan Iglesias to Miguel Iglesias, who loses it but picks it up. So there goes Miguel. Iglesias finds Tremendez. So Tremendez with it. Had multiple goals in the game versus Scarsdale, including that first one 5 seconds into that matchup. So now it's Kelly. Back out to Wessel.
Over to Tristan. Tristan working around his defender. He's going to turn around. He's going to have a shot, and it's going to be blocked.
Goes out of bounds, and
Somers was closest. So Tristan Iglesias will bring it back in.
there goes Tristan. Finds Miguel, his brother. Older brother goes up. It goes in. Tuskers get it. Who got that?
Ryan Brush, number 12, with the assist from Miguel Iglesias, I believe.
Yeah,
Or
Miguel
Tristan.
had it last. Found Brush. Got it in. So that is now a 5-3 game. Somers, maybe a little bit of a comeback. They were down 5-0. It is now 5-3 is your score. As we head back in the middle, we got Penn and Mayfield in there for the tip-off. Out, Penn is going to win the tip-off. Somers may have been too excited there, and Penn gets it for the tip-off. So Penn finds 14. There goes 14 now. Going for it. Finds 30. Going back to 82. Back to 30. 82 having a goal today for Ridgefield. Back to number 2 now. So now 2 still with it for Ridgefield. Walling. Going back. 2 has it. Goes back, finds 3. 3 with it. 3 has it, guarded by Kennedy. Getting it from the front, and it's just going to go off there. Kennedy able to show up there on the defense and allows the Tuskers to take it over. So shot clock restarts. Wachell finds Marzella. So back to Wachell. There goes Wachell. Movement around. Wachell going. Gets him from the back. That's going to be a penalty on Witchfield, though. It looks like they're not going to call it.
No, I believe the refs did not see that. So Tristan over to Miguel now. Miguel back to number 13, Russell. Russell looking for options. See what he does. He's going to pass it over to Miguel. It's Tristan, sorry. He's going to find, that was number 12, Ryan Brush. Over to Mason Kelly. Mason Kelly working in. Mason Kelly has a shot blocked. Tristan with the ball now. Tristan with a shot that goes over. And Somers is going to keep the ball as they were closest. So Mason Kelly bringing it back in. Passes it off to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan around with a shot that's deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds once again. And Mason Kelly will bring it in.
Kelly gonna throw it back. Comes back in now. Goes Kelly. Back out to Russell. Slips through Kelly. Flips by Kelly and goes out of bounds. Who was closer? As now we got Marcus going in. We have Bolesky going in. Russell coming out. So back there, looks like Ridgefield closer there. As 16 not able to get it, Somers is going. Picking it up. That is 26 up for the Tuskers. That was Brandon Lyle. So now Witchfield throwing it back in. Number 21 guarded by Tristan Iglesias. Now with it, 14. Walling. Defense shows up for the Tuskers, but 16 able to get it. 16 still able to hold. 14 able to hold on to it after that. Finds 2. And it rolls out of bounds. Looked like Somers was closer.
No, Ridgefield.
Ridgefield, yeah. It looks like, yeah, they're going to call Ridgefield closer there. So 82 has it now.
Jake Carney with it. Over to 30, over to 6 at the top. 6 back to 30. He finds 82, Jake Carney behind. Carney working in. He passes it off to number 3. Number 3 over to 4 at the top. Back over to 6. 6 looking to work in now. He's going to pass it off to 3. Back over to 82. 82 with the shot over the net there. And it's going to go out of bounds with Ridgefield being closest. Number 3 bringing it back in. 3 up the middle to 30. 30 with a shot. 30 shot goes in. Number 3, Levi Kessler with another goal in this one.
making it a 6-2-3 lead. Kessler is going to get it in, and Ridgefield, after allowing 3 straight points on the Tuskers side of things, Ridgefield is able to bounce back, getting a goal there. And yes, that will be Kessler's second goal of the day. As we head back out to the middle, Mayfield, Penn in the middle. And we're back out. Picking it up at Penn, getting it after the tip-off. Guarded heavily by Mayfield, however, going up front. But they're going to say it's going to be a timeout. And let's do... So, what are the best plays for Somers to seed first Ridgefield, Brandon?
They're going to need to dictate the pace. They need to be in charge there. They also need to play fast and aggressive, along with staying in control.
And just let's look more into Witchfield. So, what is the Somers? Let's actually go. What is the Somers' key to success for first Witchfield?
Yeah, they need to win the middle third of the field. That's going to allow the Tuskers to dictate play there. And going back to controlling, the Tuskers really need to control what they control. The way they play, what position they're in on the field, just the way they're moving, and just their attitude as we get later in this game. And Ridgefield is going to keep trying to score. They need to stay positive, and they need to control what they can control. And now, while we have a moment, we're going to go over Ridgefield's D1 commits. We spoke informally about them already, but Jake Carney is committed to Sacred Heart. Brandon Penn and Dylan Penn are both committed to Hubbard. Teams come back onto the field now. Ridgefield is going to have 58 seconds with possession.
And those of you that are New York fans, update on the MLB score. Fortunately, the Yankees are leading 9-4. Mets play the Blue Jays tonight at 7:10 p.m. And going on more, the Red Sox game currently today has been postponed. So we head back out there. Back out there now. Ridgefield.
20 with it.
20 has it. Rolling. Finds 82. Back to 3 now. So 3 with it. Back to 82. Back to 3. Going back. Goes under. Loses it. And it's going to be Tristan Wachtell who picks it up for the Tuskers. Wachtell with it. He is going to play for Emerson next year for college lacrosse.
Miguel's going to pick up a loose ball there. He's going to find his brother Tristan. Tristan over to 16 at the top.
Dylan Mendez is going to get it in, and the Tuskers are back. A point for the Tuskers. Dylan Mendez, multiple goals in the Scarsdale game as he gets it in.
He's going to get the pass from Tristan Iglesias behind the net, and he's going to run right up the middle.
Dylan Jimenez gets it in as we head back now to the middle. Somers making it a 2-point game. They were down 5-0. It is now 2 points. And it's going to be the Tuskers who get it. So there goes Matt Mayfield. Back out. Rolling around. Iglesias to his brother, Miguel Iglesias. Going back. Now Kelly with it. There goes Mason Kelly. Now moving more to the backfield. Goes back out to Mendez. Just got the goal a moment ago for the Tuskers.
Almost slips and falls there.
And yeah, if you can't tell, it was raining outside. It looks like it is cleared up a little bit, but it was coming down for a little bit. So the field a little bit wet as Kelly finds Mendez. Now back to Iglesias. Back to the RB of Kelly. Kelly going. Movement for Kelly. Back out. That's
Tristan.
Iglesias.
Gonna be knocked loose from Tristan's stick. And number 22 of Ridgefield is gonna pick it up, and he's gonna pass it back to Dylan Penn, his goal. He's gonna pass it to 14. 14 with a long pass over to number 4. 4 attempting to go up the middle. 4 with a pass to 3. 3 with a shot. Shot blocked by Marzella. 14 attempting to pick it up. Loose ball here, picked up by number 9 of Somers, Logan Ruby. He's gonna pass it over to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias. He's gonna lose it there.
He passes to Brush. Brush is not able to get, bounces off his net, goes out of bounds. Witchfield was the closest one there, as Witchfield is gonna take over. A unlucky pass there as it bounces off Brush's net. And Witchfield now with it. So there goes Witchfield. Clock starts again at 60. Finds 6. 6 with it now. Pulling back to 6. Back to 16 now. Passing along. So 16 now with it. 16 takes it for Witchfield. Goes up, goes back. And while we take a moment, tune in. I'll be, maybe some others will be joining me, but I'll definitely be back here this Monday for girls flag football. Calling that game as they take on Fox Lane. I'll also be back here for the boys varsity lacrosse game on Tuesday. Goes up. And they take on New Cannon there. So 2 with it now.
2 has 26 seconds. And he's going over to 30. 30 over to 16. 16 over to number 3. 3 trying to work around, trying to work to the top. He does. He has a shot. And it's going to go wide. And Ridgefield's going to be close as 2 is hanging out behind the net.
Number 2. That was number 2 of Kristen.
If 15 seconds left for Ridgefield. 82 with it. 82 looking for a shot. 82. Jake Carney will score for Ridgefield.
Another one for Carney today, making it a 7-4 game with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in this half. So teams, it's gonna be in Mayfield and the 4 of Penn heading back to the middle. And back in the middle for the tip-off. And if you didn't catch it earlier, Somers 1-0 on the season, a 17-4 win versus Scarsdale this past Thursday. This is Ridgefield's season opener for this game. Penn has it. Back. Goes far back, finds 82. 82 now with it. Finds 3. So circle formation we're seeing here as Lee has it. Circle formation, something common in lacrosse. Passing around the goal, what I like to call it. Coming around. Back out, goes far back. Finds 16. Back to 20. 20 for Witchfield. Going up. Dot goes around. Guarded by Palazzolo. This is your Tuskers defense currently, as offenses, most offensive positions are supposed to stay on their side of the field. Some players, if they're the forward.
Midfielders,
yes.
they can go back and forth.
Yes. Getting positions confused there. Goes up. Goes off to the side.
And Ridgefield has 3 seconds left.
So they're going to be able to get back in. 3 seconds left. Let's see if they're able to do anything. They are not. And that is going to be it. And Somers is going to take over. It's going to be the 26 for the Tuskers.
26 of Brendan Lyle. He's going to pass it over to Marzella. Marzella up to Dean Palazzolo.
There goes Palazzolo. Goes back. Finds now Iglesias with it.
Miguel with it behind the net. Trying to work around here. He's going to go for a no-look shot, and it's going to be blocked by Dylan Penn, the D1 commit.
And a check-in on March Madness. The score is currently 29-25. Auburn up by 4. Their first ever all one-seeded March Madness. That's the first, actually not first ever, second time ever, first time since 2008. And let's take a look. Brandon, what do you expect the Tuskers to see from? What do the Tuskers expect to see from Witchfield today?
Yeah, Ridgefield plays very fundamentally sound defense. They're definitely seeing a little of that. But what they're seeing a lot more of is Ridgefield offensive runs tonight. They've been seeing that since the beginning of the game. They're starting to be able. They're now able to contain that a little bit better. But they're still going to see that. I think we're going to see that a lot, as I believe Ridgefield is going to come out hot from the locker room after halftime. And they're also going to see a lot of action from behind the goal, as teams begin to leave their huddles. There's going to be 40 seconds left on the half. Your score right now is Ridgefield 7, Somers 4.
And welcome back, as Witchfield up by 3. Somers gotta come up with a good game plan at halftime, but the Yankees game score update there is currently 10-4 is the score. So we're back out there now, and let's just take a look at some of Somers' previous standings, as they are still not out in the middle. So previous standings from last year, they had 14 wins, 4 losses. A pretty good season for the Tuskers. And then back in 2023, they were 8-9. 2022, they went 12-6. But they went undefeated in 2021 right after the COVID year, including 3 wins versus Harrison. And in 2019, they had 7 wins and 11 losses. There goes 3. Back out to 82. 82 with it. Back to 3. There goes 3. 3 of Witchfield. Has it. Rolling. Witchfield. And it's going to be knocked down. Flag goes out, as it was from behind, I believe. However, the flag is out. It's like Witchfield is going to get a penalty. And it looks like they're going to be set up as well to eventually get a free goal here. 4 seconds left. They're going to have the ball right in front with this. Actually, it looks like they may be giving them a different penalty here. So 4 looks like has the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Kennedy Brett is going to be taking the penalty there, number 19 for Somers.
Back in. And they're just going to let the clock run out. Witchfield is up 7-4. And we'll be back in 2 seconds for our halftime show after the commercial break.
Watch Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it sweet.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You can find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back. And welcome back as we welcome everyone back from halftime for our halftime show. And let's just take a look at recapping the first half. Let's take a look at what happened. Right out of the gate, Ridgefield came up and showed up. winning the first 3 face-offs, and they went up 3-0, eventually going up 5-0. After going up 5-0, Somers was able to score 3 unanswered goals, trying to get back into it, but then Witchfield able to get 2 more, and Somers getting 1 more, a late one by Tremendez, but there's been a lot of action. Actually, not a ton of action on the scoreboard, but a good number. Their defenses and offenses been playing phenomenal on both. Yeah, both teams been playing phenomenal on both sides of the ball. And now let's go over to Brandon. What are your thoughts in the first half?
I mean, not as much to show on the scoreboard as we thought, but this was definitely a rough first half for Somers. Only scoring 4 points there, with Ridgefield scoring 7. I didn't think that we were going to see Ridgefield come out so hot, and Somers unable to contain that. I wouldn't count Somers out of this one, though, as you can never count Somers out when it comes to athletics until it's all over. And Benny, I'd like to ask you, what was your most impressive play from the first half?
It's a tough one. There were so many. It's tough. I'd say out of Somers, it would be that. There was a lot of them. I'd say that first Miguel Iglesias goal was very impressive, but Witchfield, that long goal, that one from Penn, also Penn being able to get it to the side, to their goal multiple times, that brings talent, and he did a great job doing that as well. But it's tough. There were a lot of good plays. And who do you think the player of the first half is, Brandon?
From
both teams.
Oh, from both teams. Well, I'm going to start with Ridgefield. Ridgefield, I think the player of the half has to be either, Levi Kessler or Brandon Penn. I say Brandon Penn because he had almost all the faceoffs won in that first half, especially in the first quarter. He dominated the faceoffs. And then for Somers, I think so far, Miguel Iglesias have been playing great, along with Tristan Iglesias. He doesn't have the goals to show for it, but he's involved in every offensive run there because he's behind the net. He's getting the ball around to the other attackers, giving them a chance to get their shots off. And along with Dylan Jimenez with that amazing play, receiving a pass from Tristan Iglesias and coming right up in the middle for a shot. That was also my most impressive play of the half.
Yeah, and there was a play before I get to my top players for stuff, I totally forgot. I think, probably the best play, that Matt Mayfield gets it in the middle of the face-off and takes it right to the house to get the goal. That was just a phenomenal play there. That's got to be the play of the half. But let's take a look. Let's start off with Somers. And there's been a lot of great players on the Somers side of the ball. Yeah, like Brandon was saying, the Iglesias brothers working together and playing great. Also, Brett Kennedy been showing up, very involved in this one, and Dean Palazzolo more so towards the beginning had a lot of great plays. And then can't forget about that great Matt Mayfield play again. I'll say it was just a great play, and it takes what what I was saying earlier about what Coach Hirsch says. It's not a single player. Like, it really is a team effort, and this team has been playing great together. On the Witchfield side of things, they've also been playing great together. 3 points better in fact, and we're about to take a break, but I'll just say Brandon Penn, a great half. I'd say, Brandon Penn, top player by far, first half. Also, taking a look at Jake Hardney, number 82, also a lot of players. And so got 54. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half, and we will be right back after a break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sport Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it sweet.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's gonna be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast.
And welcome back to Somers High School for our varsity boys lacrosse matchup between Somers and Ridgefield. Your current score is 7-4. Ridgefield in the lead. It's cool, 46 degrees and cloudy here at the high school today. And a little colder, especially up on the hill of the football field as we're coming back from halftime. So far this game, Ridgefield dominated the first quarter, winning almost all the faceoffs. Somers was able to sneak a few in, and the second quarter was a little bit better for Somers, getting 2 more goals there. And our teams are on their way out from halftime, getting their last second preparations in.
And yeah, so before we get started, Brandon, do you want to talk a little bit about what we do and like about our talk shows and broadcasts?
Yeah, so at the Somers Broadcasting Club, we are on a YouTube channel where we do weekly podcast episodes within the world of sports. We talk about Somers sports, professional sports, and we also commentate live events. Just some that we've done recently. We've done track meets, lacrosse games, obviously, flag football, and in previous seasons we've done basketball and football. And we're back now, and Ridgefield starting the second half with the ball. So 15 with it now, over to 14, 14 over to 16. Back to 14, over to 15 again. Finds 3. A lot of passing from Ridgefield here. Ball finds its way to 16, over to 30, back to 16, back to 14. 15 with it now. He finds 3. Ridgefield unable to find an opening that they're looking for, and it looks like they're going to get it now, and it's going to be blocked.
Block.
Looked like it might have been off the leg of Logan Ruby there.
It was a battle between Ridgefield number 15 and Will Marcus, but it winds up being Ridgefield who gets it back. And while we take a moment, let's take a look at interesting storylines heading into this game. So, game 1 of the season for Ridgefield, and like I was saying earlier, Ridgefield Coach Hirsch, and Coach Beeline is good friends with the Ridgefield head coach. And Connecticut schools don't play with the shot clock as well. So this is Ridgefield's first ever game with the shot clock. You saw that in the beginning as the shot clock has went out multiple times for Ridgefield today, getting used to the shot clock. There goes 30, goes up and it goes in. Ridgefield is going to get another goal.
That's going to be number 30, Levi Kessler, with another goal.
That's the 8th one of the day for Ridgefield, doubling Soma's score. And yeah, so a great start up to the second half for Ridgefield. And with that, already scoring in the first minute, they are on pace to score 24 points in the second half. So back
Mayfield
out
winning the face-off there. Mayfield up the middle. He finds Miguel Iglesias taking it back out.
Iglesias.
Back in now.
Iglesias. It finds Brush. Well, Brush now back out with it. Finds Mendez. So we got Tremendez with it. Back out to Kelly. Kelly has it. Kelly with it now. Movement for Kelly. Has the ball. Back out. It's Tremendez. Goes back out to Iglesias. Finds Kelly. Kelly loses it. Is he able to get it? Rolling back. Miguel Iglesias able to grab it back. Iglesias now finds. Goes out. Finds Tremendez. Goes back up. Tremendez, of course, known for that amazing catch. Potentially game-winning against Harrison to get Somers in position for the win. This is varsity football, of course. Now, Russell goes out, and it's going to be blocked as shot clock does come down. Ridgefield goalie able to stop it there.
Yeah, Ridgefield working up the field here. And it's going to find its way to number 5, Ridgefield. He goes for a pass to 82, Jake Carney, and it gets by him. He's unable to retrieve it. And it's going to be number 3, Hudson Ruby, the goalie now. For Somers passing it in. It's going to be Somers' ball.
There goes Ruby. Goes back out. Finds Tremendez. Going. With Tremendez with it. Goes back. Finds Brush. Back out to Iglesias. Iglesias brothers connecting a lot today with the ball. Finds Russell. Russell now with it. Back to Tremendez again. Going around the neck. Circle formation there. There goes Tremendez. Big shot there. Still with the ball. There goes Tremendez now. Going. Witchfield, however, guarding heavily there. Goes back out. Witchfield tries to get it. Knocks it out. But Miguel Iglesias able to pick it up. Now goes back. Goes up. And it goes too high. Shooting at. That was Mason Kelly.
Kelly tried to bounce it in there, but it got passed and out of bounds, and it's going to be brought back in by Ryan Brush. He's going to go up to Jimenez. He's going to find Kelly. Kelly right over to Miguel. Miguel over to the corner and back to Brush. Brush to the middle. Brush finds Miguel, who was just missed his shot there, and the goalie's going to have possession there. For Ridgefield. He's going to pass it out to 14. 14's going to miss it, but it's going to be picked up by 16. 16 up the field now, being chased down by Logan Ruby.
There goes 16. A great one there. 10 and 9 right on him. Ruby and Kennedy. That was 19 and 9. Ruby and Kennedy. So now 14 with it. There goes 14. Takes it for Witchfield. Getting very close to the line. Six with it now. There goes 6. Keeps it, holding on to it. Guarded heavily by Kelly. Goes up, bounces it in. Another one for Witchfield.
Number 6.
That was number 6 of Brandon Garman. And that is going to now be 9 for Witchfield.
Brandon Canellas, number 6, his second goal of the day.
So that's going to be goal number 2 for him today. Number 30, number 6, my apologies, as he gets it in. So back in the middle, Mayfield wins the tip-off. There goes Mayfield. Mayfield going up. It's going to be blocked. Eventually bounces. It goes too high. Ridgefield closer. It's looking pretty good here for Ridgefield. Those are back out now. With it. Bowles. Ridgefield able to pick it back up. 22 now with it. But Ridgefield tries to go back, finds number 1, who brings the ball up high. Watch out, tries to catch it, goes out of bounds. Somers was closer. So they're going to give it to Ridgefield. Somers looked very closer there. Movement, and it's going to go off.
At 14 now. The top as Ridgefield was closer when it went out. And 14's going to work past his defender. 14 go in looking for a shot. No, he's going to lose the ball. Is going to be picked up by 30. And his stick is going to be knocked out of his hand by number 22, Tristan Wallace, who's going to get possession of the ball. He's going to pass to number 19, Brett Kennedy in the middle. Kennedy bringing it up the field.
There goes Kennedy. An update on the Yankees game. The Yankees have officially beat the Pirates 10-4.
Now Miguel with it. Miguel looking for an option. He finds Jimenez coming in. Jimenez calling
Now
for Kelly to switch spots with him.
Taglia with it. There goes Battaglia. Finds Mendez. Back to Battaglia. Passing around. There goes Battaglia. Number 20. Back out to Jamendez. Coming around. Finds Iglesias. That's Tristan Iglesias, number 21. To Miguel. 21 divided by 3 goes up. And Battaglia tries to get the goal there. Goes far off to left, up high, and the 6x6 net is not able to get it in. And that means it's hard to tell who was closer there. But it looks like Somers was, as they are going to continue.
A penalty on Ridgefield, number 14.
So, heading back out there now. Somers with the ball. Somers really needs to score here to get back into this game. Currently down by 5. As Kelly finds Iglesias to Iglesias. Back out to Brush. Finds Tremendez. Back to Brush. Finds Iglesias. Back out to Kelly. Iglesias. Finds Brush, and it goes in. The Tuskers are gonna get back on the board in a much-needed goal. What a play by him there to get it in.
Number 12, Ryan Brush, his second goal of the day.
Brush's second goal of the day, and Brush getting the Tuskers back in it, as it is now a 5-9 deficit for the Tuskers. Back in the middle now for the tip-off.
Yep, Mayfield and Brandon Penn. And Mayfield, it looks like he's going to win. He's going to pick up the ball. He's going to look for a quick pass to Tristan. He finds Miguel. Miguel working around his defender. Miguel finds Tristan behind the net. Tristan looking for number 12, Ryan Brush, who just scored the goal. Back to Tristan. Over to Miguel. Miguel up to Mason Kelly. Dylan Jimenez coming in from the bench. But Battaglia is going to get it from Miguel. He's going to find Jimenez.
There goes Tremendez. Now movement in the back. And all our Somers players back there. However, Iglesias is the only one now. Iglesias moves to the front. Is Tremendez going to take it around? It looks like he does as he brings it up. Now he's going around. Trick play there. Try to trick Witchfield up, but Witchfield was ready for that play. They had a similar play earlier as well. As Witchfield was ready. They've practiced this play in practice, but now there goes Taglia. Finds Kelly too high there. Somers was closer. However, they only have 5 seconds left on the shot clock. That means 5 seconds away from Ridgefield most likely taking over. Somers has one more chance. It's Iglesias with it. Guarded heavily by 8. And the Notre Dame prospect for the Tuskers unable to get it in there, as it's going to be Ridgefield's ball. So now 21 with it. Guard heavily by Brush. Going far. Finds 16. There goes number 16 for the Tuskers. Movement. Coming around. 16 going. 16 for the Tigers.
16 loses it. He's surrounded by Somers players. Picked up by number 21, Tristan Iglesias. Iglesias up the sideline.
There goes Iglesias. Back out. That's to his brother, Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias now has it. holding on to it, goes up for the goal, and blocked. A block there, a great block there by Ridgefield, as they are able to stay up by 4 now. Number 5 of Ridgefield heading down, finds 30, goes in, does not get it. So 3 throws it back out there. There goes 3 with it. So finds Ruby. Logan Ruby with it now. Back to 12. Finds 21. That's Iglesias to his brother, Miguel Iglesias. And now back out to Mason Kelly. So Mason Kelly currently with it. Mason Kelly back out to 13. That's Russell. Russell G. Movement around. Coming up close. Battaglia. Back to Russell. Passing along. Now Russell takes it to the back part of the field. Oh, the X. It's Russell that loses it. And Witchfield able to eventually pick it up. Rolls out of bounds. Someone's able to grab it right before. With it now. Hard to tell who has it.
Tristan looks like he has it.
And with Tristan having it there.
We're going to have a timeout called.
Timeout called. Tristan.
2:02 left in the third period.
Tristan had it last. And next up, let's take a look at our captains for today. So, on to our captains for the Tuskers. Pulling that up there. We have Dean Palazzolo, Matt Mayfield, Miguel Iglesias, Logan Ruby, Mason Kelly, Ryan Bush, and Tristan Watchell. Those are our captains for the Somers Tuskers today. And in the score is currently 5-9 as we are taking a timeout break. And yeah, let's take a look at Somers matchups from last year. What was a few matchups to look out for?
Yeah, so actually the season opener this year, which we're going to start with, April 3rd, Somers beat Scarsdale 17-4. And then round 1 of the 2024 quarterfinals, Somers beat Brewster 19-0. And then in the Class B semifinals in 2024, round 2, Somers lost to Horace Greenlee 12-6.
Yeah, so 2 minutes left, and we're gonna take a look at March Madness update. So at halftime, it's Auburn who leads by 8, 46-38. And as the NBA season comes to the end, there's a lot that could happen. And Celtics had a winning streak go. Unfortunately, ended against the Heat a few days ago, but the Cavs looking pretty good. The Thunder, there's still a week left in the season. They may get, they have a chance to get 67 wins or maybe even more. They're that good, and it's gonna be exciting. And Cavs currently 5 wins ahead of the Celtics. Unfortunately, it's too many, so they're too many for the Celtics to get the 1 seed. But yeah, the Thunder already have as many wins as the Celtics did have last year. There's still 4 games left as well, so exciting to see what happens there.
And Somers runs out of time there. So Ridgefield's going to take over here. And Forrest's going to work up the sidelines. He's going to
goes up high there, and it's like they were out of bounds, but they're going to call another time out. And Brandon, what did the Tuskers focus on in practice?
Yeah, so they practice on work from the Scarsdale game that they felt they needed, along with sticking with their foundations and just overall playing Tusker lacrosse.
Yeah, that's most important. You got to play lacrosse, but yeah, and we'll go over some rule basics about lacrosse. So players can pass the ball. They can pass the ball using their sticks, and players can run with the ball along. They have to move the stick back and forth. That's called cradling the ball. And you can stop a player with the stick only from the front. If it's from the back, there's a penalty. We have seen that multiple times today. It's the same out of bound, similar out of bound rules as basketball. Just whoever, a little different. It's whoever's closest to the ball, not whoever touched it last. Other team gets it. It's whoever's closest to the ball, just standing wise, gets it. And then players are also allowed to move behind the goal. That is called the X. And yeah, so team layout. We'll take a look at that. As we're actually going to start back up now. Okay, so with it, number 16 finds 14. 14 has it. Walling. 14 going. Goes back. Too high there. Back to 12. That's 82. My apologies. Goes up for the goal. Somers defense. Marzella. Actually, that is Hudson Ruby that's able to show up there. There goes 6. Right heavily by Bolesky. Now Kennedy pushes him down. Question is, are they going to give a penalty for that? It does not look like it. Slips up there. Witchfield slips up. And going to allow Somers to take over. There goes Hudson Ruby now with it. In as the goalie. Out to Wachell. Wachell now 30 on to Wachell. Wachell is taking it, cradling it. Now down to the 50. But he goes out of bounds, I believe. However, Witchfield has it now.
Yeah, it's going to be number 6, it looks like, for Ridgefield to pass it over to 16. 16 times finds 4. 14. 14 giving his offensive time to set up, and he's going to try to work his way in. He's going to go for a shot that's going to go past the goal, and it's going to be out of bounds. Ridgefield ball, number 3, to bring it back in. Number 3 now. Back and forth, waiting for the referee signal, and here we go. He's going to run around his defender with a shot. The shot misses, and it's going to be out of bounds. Still Ridgefield ball.
5 seconds left in the third period. As the time's going to run out. Pulls around, and that's it. That will be it for the third quarter, and we will be back in a moment after a commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy. Dean Palzolo. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And an update, our winner from the Xfinity race today in NASCAR, we had Brandon Jones taking that one. And final quarter, Somers down by 5. What do you think, Brandon, does Somers need to do to get back and win this game?
Somers needs to hold Ridgefield to no more goals. That's going to be tough to do. But that's just simply what I think they need to do here. Not so simple to do. Easier said than done. As we're here for the face-off between Mayfield and Penn. It's going to be tough. Penn just barely wins it, but he's going to be stopped quickly by the Tuskers defense. They're going to get possession there, and the Tuskers will start the fourth period with the possession, and number 6.
Too high for Matt Mayfield. Bounces off, goes up high, ball disappears, but Somers closer, so they're going to start with it. They're going to continue with it. It's Tristan Iglesias throwing it back in. Iglesias finds his brother, Miguel Iglesias. Oh, there goes Iglesias. Back to throw. Has the ball. Goes back out. Finds Tremendez. So Tremendez with it. And tune in to our next episode of Someone Sports Broadcast. We interview both Iglesias brothers about lacrosse as well. So tune in to listen to hear what they said. And we also included, it goes in.
Tristan Iglesias with the goal there. Reaching around himself.
Another one for Tristan tonight as the Tuskers make it a 3-point game. The score is 6-9. And yeah, so tune in. We interview both the brothers about lacrosse. And we also, in addition, we also throw in varsity football as well. It's the quarterback and the upcoming quarterback. So we had to. But back out there now. Mayfield and Penn in there for the tip-off. And we're back off.
And Mayfield's going to scoop it up there. Mayfield in. He finds Miguel.
So with it now, Miguel. Back out. Finds 55.
55 finds number 12. Ryan Brush. Ryan Brush finds Jimenez. Jimenez finds his way back to Kelly.
So now Kelly with it. There goes Kelly. Taking it. Goes up. It's going to be too high. Too far off to the right. So now back out there. So Iglesias with it. Guarded heavily by 22. Goes up too high. Off to the side there. Going back now. 14. With it, 7 goes up too high. As it goes back out now there. 11 with it. Goes back, finds 16. So 16 now with it. Back out to 14. To 30. Movement around. So now 3 with it. Got around 9:55 left. 3 goes out. A swap in. 6 comes in for 5. Mason. That's Dylan Tremendez comes out for the Tuskers. Now. Moving around. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Here they go. There they go. Coming around. Goes up. Goes in. Another one for Scarsdale. I believe for Witchfield.
Right?
Yes, Ridgefield as I believe that was number 6. And they get it in for Ridgefield. And yeah, so it's been
Ridgefield goal by number 6, Brandon Canellan, his third of the day.
third one of the day for him. And just overall, Witchfield has been able to execute what they needed to do today, up by 4, and just a great job by Witchfield around overall. Now with it, 4 finds 82. So now back to 16. 16 now with it. Playing it around. Loses it. 30. Back to 4. Back out to 3. Goes back. 6. 6 has it. Back to 3 now.
Time taken down. 5 seconds left.
And it's going to be Marzo, a flag out now. Throws it out to Ruby, but flag out, and it almost looks to be upset here. So 60 seconds. Shot clock starts again, and yeah, so let's talk a little bit about how some of these players compare to their varsity football selves. So Miguel Iglesias able to has similar abilities, run and great passing it, as he's practiced that a lot with football. Tristan Iglesias, same thing, and as good as he's gonna be there, he could be next year as well. Has attributes, goes too far to the right, and got Logan Ruby. They also key on the Tuskers defense, good at defensive plays. So 15, 4, 16.
Up to 4 again. 16. 16 plus 30 back to 16. 16 to 15. 15 over to 3 and back up to the top now. 82 with it. He chooses to back up to 30 at the top and makes a shot that goes past the net. Out of bounds, and Ridgefield is going to be closer.
And
so Ridgefield will start with 20 seconds left.
And let's take a look at the Lacrosse goalies here. So yeah, these are your goalies for the Tuskers. Another one goes in during that time for Witchfield. They are hyped out, but yeah, those are our goalies for the Tuskers: Hudson Ruby, Ryder Pelkey, and Andrew Marzella. All 3 of them have been out there either last game or this game.
And that goal was scored by Jake Carney of Ridgefield.
So now back in the middle as we got Penn and 6 out there. Back out there now. There he goes.
Unclear who's won it yet. And it looks like Ridgefield is going to win it there. Ridgefield, number 30, tried to have a quick shot. Levi Kessler, and it went past the net. Number 3, Christopher Colesley to bring it back in for Ridgefield.
Now 2 with it.
Time running out for Somers to come back. 11-6 game with 7 minutes left.
2 has it. Rolling. Goes back. 3. Goes back. 82. Now going. Who loses it? That is going to be Tristan. Watch out. A reason why he's going to college for this. Able to get, but unfortunately, it does land in Ridgefield's net, and they are going to continue with the ball. So Ridgefield now with it, and it's going to be rough. Somers down by 5. It's getting more and more closer to impossible. But again, the game's never over till the clock says 0, and the Tuskers still very well have a chance. So, but it is getting more and more unlikely at times. Going on 82 with it right now. Movement goes high, goes back, goes up, and it goes in. Another one for Ridgefield. It gets more and more likely.
Christopher Colesley, number 3.
Colesley gets it in for Ridgefield, and what a second one of the day. And how about Colesley? Another one for Ridgefield as they double Somers' score here. It's been just a rough day from beginning to end for Somers. Back in the middle, now we got Penn and Mayfield. So we're back off.
Up the sideline now for number 1, Dean Palazzolo. Palazzolo. He finds Tristan. Tristan finds Ryan Brush. Brush finds Miguel Iglesias. He finds Kelly. Kelly up top. Kelly looking around for options. And he's going to decide to keep it. And he's going to go for a shot. Shot going to be wide. And was close, but Somers was just very closer when the ball went out of bounds. So Tristan's going to take it back in for Somers. They go now. Tristan looking around for options. He go for a shot. Shot blocked by the goalie. Goalie is unable to cover it. Gets loose, and he will end up with it in the end. And number 31 is going to get a long pass from his goalie. And Ridgefield's going to take possession now. Number 3 with it on the side. Right side there. Passes it over across to 30. 30 tries to go to number 5 with a long stick, but is unable to get it. It will trickle out of bounds, and Ridgefield will keep possession.
Ball rolling out of bounds there, as now it's going to be Ridgefield back. Number 12, 82 finds number 30. 16 now with it. Finds 20. Now 20 with it. Movement around. 20 has it. Welling. Battling around. And pushes it back. 16 with it. Finds 14. 14 with it. Goes up, goes in. Another one for Scarsdale. Number 14 gets it for Scarsdale.
Number 14, Walker Ferry, senior on this varsity squad here. As teams are going to reset, we have just shy of 4 minutes remaining, and Somers is trailing 7 goals here. It's starting to become very unrealistic for Somers' comeback. But a couple quick goals could put Somers right back into it. Mayfield Penn lined up here, and
Penn.
so
That's it.
looks like Ridgefield's going to get it there. Ridgefield back to their goalie, number 1, Dylan Penn. And it's going to be scooped up by Tristan Iglesias.
That's what Somers needed. Iglesias
Finds
movement. In.
Brush in with the goal there.
That's Ryan Brush. Multiple goals today as he gets it in. Let's take a look. Ryan Brush. So Iglesias finds Brush, gets it in. Henzo also involved in that.
That is just what Somers needed. They need to keep doing that, getting these quick goals, playing hard in the offensive zone.
Now a beep head back to the middle. Will someone be able to do that 6 times in the next 3 minutes and 42 seconds? That's the question. They only had 6 goals total, and that will not help at all.
Penn winning the faceoff there. He finds number 30 right away.
14. Who now has it? Guarded heavily. That's by Logan Wooby. On defense, Wooby with it. Goes back out to 16. 16 now with it. 16 bringing it around. Still has it, cradling it as he goes around. Movement. Still with it. 16 going. Goes up, goes in. Another one for Witchfield. Number 16 of Kuzi.
Desmond Curry with the goal there. And this Ridgefield team is going to take a 14-7 lead once again, doubling Somers' score.
So a 7-point game now, as it's going to be Mayfield and Penn who heads back into the middle for the tip-off. Face-off there.
Face-off there.
Mayfield. Going to give it to Mayfield.
Somers' ball there. So Mayfield will stick with it. He's going to pass it over to 12, Ryan Brush. Brush over across to Miguel. Miguel, he's going to find Mason Kelly. Dylan Jimenez coming in from the sideline there. Jimenez going to get right up in there, and pass is going to be knocked down by the defense. It was an attempted pass from Miguel Iglesias. Number 7 knocking it down there, I believe.
Throws it back out there now. It's gonna be with it. Hard to tell who got it. Looks like Witchfield had it, loses it. Will Somers grab it? Iglesias able to get it for the Tuskers. It's Tristan Iglesias. Now back. Ridgefield somehow gets it back after all of that. Multiple players subbing in. Multiple players come in now. And another thing I forgot to mention, yeah, if a player gets penalized, they are given a certain amount of time to go to the penalty box. And another disadvantage for that is while you're in the penalty box, no player goes into sub for you. So your team is down a player, which could affect the team majorly.
Yep. 15 now. Heavily guarded by Holden Burleski. 20 seconds left for Ridgefield, and it looks like they're just trying to kill time now.
Moving around.
Yeah, Ridgefield trying to kill as much time as possible. And they're going to go for a last second shot there. Looks like number 30.
That's going to be Kessler again.
Yep, Levi Kessler.
Multiple goals today.
I believe that's his 4th of the day.
Kessler gets it in as Witchfield now extends the lead to 8. And that is with 1 minute and 13 seconds left. But even though Somers is down by 8 and it looked like they're going to lose today, they gave an amazing effort. Team came out to play today and was able to play this Witchfield team that's pretty good, pretty tough. So great effort by the Tuskers. So we're back out.
Mayfield winning the face-off. Over to 55. Kieran Pico.
And yeah, the Somers Tuskers putting some of their backups in now. Still some starters in as well.
Yeah, Jimenez with it now up the left side. He's going to pass off to Tristan. Tristan looking for someone to pass it to. He's going to find Mason Kelly. Mason Kelly working around his defender now, using those football skills to juke him, and he's going to find Miguel Iglesias.
Iglesias
looking for number 20.
That's Battaglia.
20. Battaglia able to recover up to the top, pass to Miguel in the middle, and it's going to pop out of his stick to the goalie.
The reason why this goalie is going to college for this. Getting the block there. There goes 99 now. 99 with it. Taking it back.
Somers takes it back. Miguel with it. Over to Tristan. Tristan looks for a shot. He doesn't have it. Back over to Miguel. Miguel looking. Miguel with a shot. And it's going to be stopped as time runs out.
And
that's the game.
It's gonna be the Ridgefield Tigers who take this one 15-7. And before we go, Brandon, what are your final thoughts on today's game?
It was a great game from both sides, but I just think Somers just got outplayed there. I don't think Somers played bad. I just think Ridgefield wanted it more. Benny?
Yeah, I think we just a rough game for Somers today, and unfortunately it winds up being Witchfield that takes it. Somers gave a great fight, like I was saying before, but Witchfield just a better team on the field today and was able to get whatever is done to get the win. But that is gonna be it for today. 15-7 is your final score. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Tigers win over the Tuskers 15-7. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Benny Silk here with Brandon Nappi, and we'll see you next time.